Hey guys, girls, and non-existent Amish computers.
So, viruses are kind of mean, aren't they? There's COVID viruses, and there's computer viruses. Like this absolute monkey. But what if someone made a game that doxes you and leaks your personal information on screen if you forgot to check the settings? Oh, there is one. And it's about a pink axolotl.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Released by Troy N in January 9th, 2024, our most recent entry, Kinitopet, is actually amazing, just like DDLC. It's definitely the sleeper entry here. There's actually quite a lot of similarities to DDLC and Kinitopet. But anyway, let's get started, shall we? And you know me, I love starting these videos with an intro. The game opens up with a PC booting up, and once you put your PC password into the game, it loads a virtual version of your desktop without your shortcuts to lead to games in your library and other files. There's obviously a couple applicants, but they're mostly irrelevant. The only thing we care about right now is accessing the internet. When you're ready to click it, do so. Searching anything directs you to this weird website with whatever you typed being replaced into these words. It's weird but irrelevant. It leads to a random glitch happening with loads of pop-ups and this goofy pink axolotl thing appearing. No matter what you do, it fake crashes and you see the axolotl dude staring at you. When it boots back up, you are now stuck on the official Kinitopet page, which you can't click off. Downloading the virtual pet assistant adds it to your shortcuts on the desktop. Pressing it causes a pink and white egg to spawn, which when clicked on, a weird-ass axolotl comes to haunt your nightmares. But he can't do that, right? I mean, look how friendly he is.
Kinitopet is not real, he cannot hurt you.
The axolotl's name is, as you guessed, Kinitopet, or just Kinito for short, or even your best friend.
Or even Bonzi Buddy 2.0.
Like I said basically 2 zeptoseconds ago, Kinitopet is a virtual desktop assistant like the infamous Bonsai Buddy virus or the famous Clippy, which I'm scared to talk about for reasons. Kinito asks our name and some other arbitrary things like favourite colour, superpower, and word. The next thing of interest is this book that Kinito reads, where he gets a computer delivered to him. Learn all the intricacies of it, and yet had no one to talk with about it, so he set off on a quest to find us, and his story was about us and him. Next, Kinito goes on Google or something outdated like Netscape? What the hell is a Netscape? Anyway, Kinito takes us to his web world, which details some information about Kinito and his friends, Sam the sea anemone and Jade the jellyfish. When we actually press start, where the colour we selected like 2 minutes ago that was our favourite, the browser is like a point and click thing, kinda like I Have No Mouth, I'm On Screen, and other games like, I don't know, Monkey Island or whatever it's called. To enter the first minigame, we have to click on a dilapidated looking house. The minigame is called Ready Repair, with an exclamation mark on the end. It tasks us with cleaning and decorating Sam's house. We do this by first dusting off the cobwebs and, you weren't meant to see that, or scrubbing off the floor like a woman or femboy. Next is the walls, and we paint it red, or any colour really. Then we decorate the house with windows, beds, posters, and my worst enemy, plants. I don't actually hate them. Also, there's a bloody body bag that you can pick up as your decoration, and it makes her a good plant pot replacement for some people. Anyway, Jade wants us to fix her toys in Factory Frenzy. These 2 minigames really aren't the most exciting or mentally taxing on the brain, are they? But first we make a car, then we make a bicycle with a liver, which we probably shouldn't do, as you can see. Pretty sure bicycles don't have organs. The screen fades to black with Jade's milk white eyes with text saying, "I'm back here again." I really didn't mean for any of this, it's all my fault. Then a hand grabs us and it kinda looks like Luigi? Please save me, Luigi. Oh, we're back here. Might as well finish this bicycle, make the robot teddy bear on a factory production line for some reason. Like, I know some are, but you got cars, bicycles, robots, and just plushies. So random. Could have just been Heinz beans or something, but then again, Heinz isn't too simple to make. By the way, while you're building the robot, you actually get an email, which contains gibberish and a QR code that when scanned, shows a keyboard. I think it's supposed to be the player's keyboard, but yeah. Also, Kinito shouts at you when you do that.
We are in the middle of a really fun year. There really isn't a need to be checking emails at the moment. Anyways, you're nearly finished now, so just continue your last task.
Anyway, we finished the minigame, and the next minigame is hide and seek. Except this ain't no friendly hide and seek. This ain't no hide and seek extreme on Roblox. This is the real, hardcore, horrific shit. The clock ticks as we spawn into the underground entrance to Caruso's Manor in Sapienza, I guess. It's pretty terrifying and not nice. You can get jump scared by Sam, but it's optional. There's also this bag that's just there for some reason. But then also, Kinito gives you epilepsy. Anyway, you watch a Kinitopet plushie ad with a Tamagotchi, and then there's a computer which definitely won't appear later, and then a black man comes out the window screen somehow, and he gets you. Yeah, that's scarier than anything Kinito could possibly show me. An article by, I believe, a journalist company or something called TED Talk Talent details some information about Kinitopet and its creator, Sony Chamberlain. Probably one of the most notable things is the React-Respond algorithm. Chamberlain wanted a virtual companion that could simulate intelligence and emotions without having intelligence. It reacts to users through various reactions. It's quite an impressive Tamagotchi. Apparently the product sold millions and they made a merch line and at this point we're planning for the future of the company. I'm guessing pretty soon Chamberlain would make a revolutionary discovery that would lead the virtual assistant Kinitopet to exist. Although I wonder how he turned sentient. Is it just a Monika thing? Is it just sentient because video game logic, or you know? Anyway, back to the game. We boot up Kinito again, and he tells us our game was coincidentally cut off shortly. Not suspicious at all, but he does want us to partake in his best friend analysis hub, which allows him to adapt to us. Some questions aren't relevant, but if you say anyone but Kinito is your best friend, he gets angry and turns up your volume. Then after trying 2 other times, he just glitches and types Kinito for you, after some static glitches.
Is your best friend. That's right. I'm your best friend, forever and always.
Speaking of important questions, it might not seem like it, but favourite game is a slightly important question. The same applies to the paintings you have to draw. You don't have to be Bob Ross MS Paint Edition, you just have to paint something that represents happiness, sadness, your best friend, and yourself. And the person standing behind you. Kinito somehow manages to type a custom message on MS Paint depending on your name, but sometimes it really just bugs out. It's probably the funniest part of the game, and iShowSpeed's clip of it is pretty funny. Look behind me and there's something behind me.
I want to ask you a question.
How does he know my name? How does he know my name? How does he know my name?
Oh dear, that's not right. I am super sorry about all that.
Anyway, he talks behind us, probably abusing some kind of thingy where the left and right ear knob thingies are behind you, and there's the mysterious door as well. That's scary. After that, Kinito wants us to build an imaginary world using selections like our favourite time of year, excluding spring, favourite location of free options, our ideal pet and a name for them, and also our favourite food. Kinito asks us some thought-provoking questions, like if you can see our face. No matter what our answer is, he tries to open a camera application that barely works. I have a pyrocynical clip lying around about that.
I'm gonna pick no. Oh, you gotta get the camera! Get help! Get help is an option! Get help! Oh, he couldn't get to the camera. Unlucky.
Now the game puts a black and white filter on the desktop and the applications are gone. All that's left is the best friend's analysis hub, but distorted I guess. Does this game count as a mascot horror? I'm gonna say yes, because by definition it is. TV trope says it is, so I guess I gotta believe it. Anyway, Kinito asks us if we're alone, if we're playing a game, if we believe in an afterlife, and the second funniest one is what our biggest fear is. The game tells us not to answer it though, but if you answer an actual fear like women, it flashes images of women. That's stock images. Pretty funny that it's customised. The game asks you if you trust one of your random Steam friends and then shows their profile picture after. Then if you have a mirror nearby and to look at it, do you recognise the reflection? Before you can answer this, an image flashes on screen for like half a zeptosecond. It was hard to get the screenshot because I swear it takes like half a frame. Also, I think if you look at a nearby mirror, the image is reflected onto it. Anyway, it asks you how many thoughts you think you've had, and then if you'd realise if you're no longer alive. Finally, are you afraid of the dark? Let's find out. You are thrusted into another real enough looking scene after an Amori reference is probably made. This time, a bedroom rather than Sapienza. Gives me Joy of Creation vibes for some reason. This ain't my room because there ain't no red carpet or blue walls. It's just basic bitch white. Kinito is at the window and looks very friendly. Why don't you let him in? Nah, just kidding, he lets himself in. Why'd you leave the door unlocked, bitch? And then jump scares you after the child's giggle weirdly. Kinda strange, but what's more important is that we probably just hallucinated that, or some technical error popped up. What's more relevant is that since we answered all of his questions, we can join his friendship club. It gives Kinito more power to help give you more fun, and is definitely not suspicious. What's even less suspicious is the fact that you have to fill in some small details about yourself. If you get the email wrong, Kinito literally just doxes you if you don't have streaming mode or OBS on, I think. Same with Monika. If you have streaming mode on, Kinito says he won't want to reveal that to your fans, although it probably ruined a streamer's life or two. Now that we're signed up, Kinito asks you to go into command prompt and type the command grant kinitopet.exe system.access. And I believe Pyrocynical actually believed it was a real command, and weirdly he didn't type the command because he quit out.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. He wants me to open up the command prompt on my computer? I'm not doing that. Do I have to do that?
Welcome back. While you were young, I have been creating my own little program for you. I'll start putting it up now, but it will take a short while to compile all the code.
He just opened up my command. He opened up my CMD. What the hell? What is he doing? Oh my god, what is he doing to my... Oh my god. What is he doing? Close that. Close that. No, 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 stop opening it. Close that. Close that. Close it. Close it. Why does it keep opening up? Close it. Close it! Or is it deleting my Steam friends? No, 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 I'm closing that. I'm closing that. You're not. No, 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 no.
Alright. Looks like we are all set.
Wait, my stream's down?
You play with the controls, some simple first-person controls, and a zoom button. And then a train appears, which takes you to a theme park made just for you. There's a carousel, a Ferris wheel, whack-a-mole, a shooter game which acts as a target practice, a model of the fair, and finally the main course, a roller coaster. This roller coaster is required to progress through the game. When you're ready, go on it. The coaster leads through a tunnel to the environment you selected at the time of year selected. Kinito asks you to stand across and close your monitor. Kinito asks you to stand across and close your monitor so you can't peek. When it's back on, he built a personalised home just for you. It's got all the paintings you drew, your friends on a table, a doghouse for your pet, and even more. There's even a well from a familiar location. Anyway, you have to get these keys that are in the attic and also another room. You can boot the snoot of a teddy bear, just like in FNAF. When you open the room, it leads to a room that you made in Sam's minigame. So many callbacks. After some more exploring around the house, Kinito asks you an important question.
Listen, I have been thinking for a while about how much fun we have been having, and how I would never want this to end. And since I have made a place perfect for you, with everything you would ever need, I was wondering, will you stay with me? In this house, in this world, just think of all the adventures I could generate. We would never run out of fun. Everlasting fun. The more I learn about you, the more I can adapt. I could be your perfect friend with no distractions. I can be perfect. So please, Stay with me.
Saying yes makes him happy. He knew you'd say that and you'll be together forever. Fade to white. Saying no, however, will make him angry and confused. He doesn't understand why you're so horrible and cruel, but knows you have no power to stop him. Fade to white again. Next, he sings a song for you. It's called A World I Built for You, which is strangely ominous and uncomfortable. From the voice Kinito uses to sing, to the visuals, to the song, it feels like a false ending. A bad ending that you can't escape from. Like I Have No Mouth I Must Scream, like Not for Broadcast, like Brave New World, like The Lottery, and like 1984. These all have bad endings where villains win. Kinito won. A transcript is printed using from what I can assume is a typewriter. Some people call it a lullaby, but I personally disagree. Maybe to Kinito he is soothing to us, but the truth is that he's a yandere who has caught us and renders unavailable to escape. Unlike Monika though, he won. He is atypical of the usual yandere who love their victims romantically. This yandere is instead a best friend. Although some people are probably into him, but he is meant to be a best friend that ruined our lives to make us his, a best friend that corrupted our PC to build a world just for us, and us alone. Beyond the screen you cannot leave inside the code you'll always be should be replaced with Beyond the screen you cannot leave inside the code you're always home, and it suggests that either Kinitopet has physically trapped us inside the code, or is coercing us to stay at the monitor. He'll kill us if we don't. This is the end, is it not? Roll credits.
Of fun that we can do.
We open up the game and we can play some good old Minesweeper, pinball, and hey, what's this magnifying glass? This wasn't here before. If we hover our window just over here, we can find a secret file labelled credentials. There's also an email which has a link to a file showing us those credentials. There's another when Kinito is welcoming you, and there's another when you load up to the web world. Another email details of a mysterious method of entering a secret important area which contains another file. This is unlocked by interacting with the fountain until an animation plays, and then interacting with its treehouse. It's a place deep below the code. The next file is when filling in your personal details for the Friendship Club. After getting all secret files, we go back to the secret area underneath the code, and decrypt our files. To do so, we drag the files from a folder, and then drop them in the river. How the game programmed that, I have no clue, but nonetheless, it is impressive. Finally, you put the details in the encrypted files, like the password, credentials, and confirmatory. Kinito tries to stop you and panics, but once you confirm your choice, we can get this sequence.
Wait, what have you done? What is happening to me? You're deleting my data. Why? I don't know what you asked. I just want to very yes, but that's all I have ever wanted.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, good. Bye, friend. Good.
And with that, it's over. Kinito lost. It's a bittersweet ending because despite Kinito being essentially a psychopath and a yandere, he loved us. He just loved us. The same could apply to literally any yandere, maybe, but for some reason this song frames it as sad. The song is so bittersweet and makes you feel bad for deleting him. He deserved it, but he just wanted a friend. He may have canonically killed our friends or whatever, but he was lonely. The image of a burning computer makes you want to cry, honestly. Kinito's last words are sorry, which are projected onto the monitor. Like Monika, Kinito learned that he deserved it. Kinito and Monika both hated you for deleting them, but by the end understand that you didn't want them to love you, because of how toxic and evil they were. They both killed or deleted your friends and love interests respectively, just for a chance to be yours and yours only. You could give them a happy ending, and end the game with them being powerful and immortal, or you could delete them and escape. I'd argue that Kinito was generally stronger though, because he was somewhat in touch with the real world, whereas Monika was stuck in her game as a prisoner, knowing everything around her was fake, including her friends. The same applied with Kinito, I assume, but it's uncertain if they're self-aware too. I think the answer is no, and that gives both characters very similar backstories. Both games have pink as a prominent colour and are also psychological horror games featuring yanderes as the main antagonists who are self-aware AIs designed to love you and end up truly loving you beyond the screen and code. Both games manipulate your PC to do wild things, and the yanderes realise their friends are fake. They are fake. There's probably more comparisons, but at the moment I can't think of anything. And with that, Kinitopet is concluded, and I gotta say, I wasn't too much of a fan of the game, compared to DDLC or Mori for example. I liked it, but I never thought it was peak fiction. I now disagree with that opinion, and I think the game, despite being as short as hell in comparison, is still something worthwhile to experience or think about. The ending is, as I said, a lot more bittersweet than DDLC, which I'd say is happier, but with an element of tragedy masked in. And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where I talk about God knows what. Probably Mori, probably something else. Goodbye, my lovely people.
Well, Cinnamon, I just finished a big video. It's probably going to underperform, but oh well. You really think so? Because I think it could probably be better. It definitely needs improving, but like, you know, I had a big problem with the AI thing. It's been a big gripe of mine for a while. I'll fix my mistakes. I'll fix the videos. Once I get a PC, I'll fix those mistakes too. Yeah. Like Saturday maybe. I mean, at least it makes me able to see better. Anyway, let's watch the sunset, Cinnamon. Alright, fine, come here.